Dude, what the fuck, YouTube? You cut off my broadcast for what? Just to cut it off? Oh, because I make it fun. Actually, it cut off way before that. Dude, YouTube's weird though. Like, like if I don't watch myself or if I don't have enough like views on my thing, they cut it off. They cut off my stream. I'm like, dude, well maybe if you broadcast my shit a little more instead of downgrading me because, you know, like I don't give a shit about the whole politician thing, but, you know, coming out as a flat earther, they're like, yeah, you're like, dude. It's all based upon opinions. Literally all it is based on opinions. I don't believe what I don't feel and what I don't see. That's basically what it is. So it's like the act of free will. They're trying to diminish it. And every time we talk, every time we listen, any flat earth listens to anyone that is a glober, they try to either use enormous amount of mathematics that proves absolutely fucking nothing. And all they're doing is just do mumble jumbo bullshit. Which is normally what they normally do anyway. But just to have a good conversation with someone that is saying, like, I believe in the creator, how someone that doesn't believe in the creator doesn't see why the creator should exist because they believe that they were created through being monkeys and shit. It's like, dude, our relations to monkeys we're both mammals. Oh my god. Yes. But we were created first. You act like animals were created, then we were created. No, we were created first. I mean, I can really understand why people would think that because social media and all these fucking, you know, scientists that give out theories. It's a belief system. They want you to believe in something that is what they believe too. You know, like I was at something with Superstores yesterday, and I was talking to one of the new girls up there, and that, you know, I say, no, I'm in emotional, psychological, you know, research and that. And she said, do you go to school? I'm like, no, I don't go to school. Like, school is for people that want to memorize what everybody else already knows, and what they know might actually not actually be 100% valuable because a lot of times, in some ways, it is true, you know. There's an enormous amount of studies from enormous amount of people talk about, you know, emotions and how emotions work in that. The thing is, you still have to go through it yourself. You just have to go through it yourself. It's just like how they knock off my fucking stream. Those are assholes. I just want to stream in the morning time. I want to catch some people that are, you know... It's true that I need to change my, need to get a better, title card. It says do that old one, you get another one up there. Maybe have something exploding or something. But yeah, just for people to sit there and like, they love to do that criticizing stuff. They always want to bring up all these people, especially from Greeks times, like Roman Greeks. You maybe think that they're not real, but the chances of them being real is very far-fetched because you don't see anyone like nowadays using copper chisels creating monoliths of fucking creations through fucking limestone and shit or marble. Today's people use lasers to cut through marble to make designs. People 500 or so many years ago are using copper chisels and shit, maybe iron chisels to chisel out marble. Give me a break, bro. Number one, if you didn't do it right, it would crack the whole damn thing, because marble tends to crack pretty easily. Put too much pressure on it, especially pinpoint pressure, will crack it. So how do they make that stuff? It's basically telling you that they're lying to you. Our history is a fluke. And people could disagree with that. That's basically what I'm saying in this story. Like, oh my god, the history books. You can make up anything. I can make up that, people do it all the time. I don't know how many times people just make up bullshit reality. They're like, oh, I'm not sick, but I'm coughing a lot. It's like when someone says, it was one of the guys working that. This is really, because I actually know how sickness works, because, when you research the body enough, you actually know how stuff works. So the guy says, well, if you don't have a fever, you're not sick. I said, you get sick first before you have a fever. He's like, what? Like, yeah, you're contagious before you have a fever. Well, that's not true. Yeah, that's how it works. I said, a fever is trying to get rid of the sickness because you're so sick that your body didn't get rid of it beforehand. So that's what it is. When you get sick, your body tries to destroy the sickness before it goes to the last resort, which is a fever. That's why you don't take antibiotics. Antibiotics are horrible for your body. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't if it's a necessary thing, but for how your body works, antibiotics, how they work is they get rid of everything. They get rid of all the good and bad bacteria. Sometimes some antibiotics might be a little pinpoint certain things, but yes, it'll make you not sick anymore. But if you think about it, if your body's fighting against it too, and all it is just sterilizing, maybe it is pinpointed. I don't know how they make them nowadays, but, constantly weakening the immune system is what people want to do. Doctors, pharmaceuticals, they want you to be weak. They want you to buy more pills. Like my dad was just, he was just talking to me the other day, and that I was having some muscle soreness. Says, why'd you take an Advil? I'm like, why did I take an Advil for? It's just muscle soreness. I'd rather eat protein, drink a fucking pre-workout. It literally it goes away. This is all natural stuff. Creatines, hydration. It works. I don't get muscle pain. I try to explain to you, all these things do is neurologically, especially, pain relief or something, all it does is neurologically numb your body to the pain. It doesn't necessarily get rid of it. It numbs it. And then your body, as it's numb, your body does what it needs to do to get rid of the pain. That's basic 101 of how, at least how certain medicines work. Second, it's just like if someone drinks alcohol too much. At first, alcohol does wonders for you. It does. It thins your blood out. It makes you feel more. Makes you feel more loose. But is it good for you? I can't say it's bad for you. Like, I think having a shot of whiskey ain't gonna kill you. Having a glass of really good wine is actually beneficial for you. But when you get people that are just constantly getting slammed all day long, same thing with anything else that you take. People can pop a fucking. There was one lady at Taco Bell that I used to work with and that. And I bought some. She called me that. She's like, oh, I need some Tylenol or something like that. I'm like, okay. So I had some at home and that. I was like, okay, I'll bring it because we don't use it that much. And I think I had like an aspirin or something like that. She's like, oh, I'm going to take like 6 or 7 of these damn things. I was looking at the milligrams of it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that's like 800 milligrams of fucking aspirin that you're taking.
Whiny pain reliever. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that little guy does so good. I love the commando now. I think he holds 100 rounds. That's funny. But yeah, and I was trying to tell her that, and I'm just like, that's ridiculous. And this is the mindset that people get on. They're like, oh, I have to do this. Like, yeah, I pop no pain pills. I don't do any of that shit at all. The only thing I use is pre-workouts, creatine, stuff that actually helps buffer out lactic acid. It just helps you overall to get stronger and better. I try to tell people that, like, well, I don't want to drink that stuff, but you want to smoke weed and you want to drink all this crap, that's horrible for you. Like, just try it out. It tastes really good and it has beneficial stuff for you. I mean, obviously, you take too much of it, it's going to, be a little awkward. It's going to feel really weird. That's with anything. So, like, most pre-workouts, you can only take 2 a day. Creatine, you probably only want to take, so much a day. Oh, off with their head. Hello there.
Just found ammo.
What time is it? 5:30. Okay. Almost there.
Do not expect this success to continue, Berg. My specialist will come for you again after trader time.
Left there one right here, actually.
Wave 6. Rip him to pieces.
How much life these guys have? That's crazy.
More seconds of life.
He shoots like, what, 5 rounds a second? That's insane. I like this music though. I don't know what it is with creepy stuff. I'm always like semi creepy atmosphere stuff. But all I have to say is when you look at the history of like the real history of people, we were not as cruel as people think that we were. Like, people think that we were monsters back then, like witch hunts and shit like that. Well, alchemy is the transition of the religion of science. That's where normally alchemy comes from.
It's like summer in Tiscali. Do not damage the pot. It is worth more than you.
Is it?
Rip them to pieces.
I was like, do that first before I get my first ammo pack. I can't have to play with a whole bunch of commandos, man. That'd be fucking sick. I have one with the minigun, I have one with the grenade launcher, I have one with... Get on fire! Fuck off.
Let us return to the blood and violence.
Yeah, I would say I like the FAMAS a little bit better than their grenade launcher. So I like when they get up close, that shotgun does actually really good damage.
Yeah, figures.
I think how much good. Like, I love the minigun because of how much it holds. That 300 rounds is pretty sick. actually does work out pretty fucking good. What the fuck just happened? I know that in this game you have to fucking reload whenever you have the chance to.
Are you compensating for something?
As they always say.
Just found ammo.
You have to be tripped out of your mind to watch that shit. I got enough stuff. It's gonna be wave 10 anyway, so it should be okay.
Got ammo here, people. Last chance for guns and ammo, please.
I can't jump this edge, okay.
Wave 10.
Okay. You come straight down the tube, though.
Clones are not easy or cheap to make.
It's funny. We're gonna hang out super fucking fast.
Know what I miss? That's your plan. Run out.
That's a whole lot of ammo, though. Yeah, the M16 holds a little bit more. That holds 500. That holds. That's because the FAMAS has a shotgun. I guess it doesn't hold as much ammo. The gun only holds like what? What was that plus that? That'd be brains. Just made a fart. 335, so it holds like what, 5 clips. That's what I like about the SWAT. The SWAT holds like enormous amount of clips. It holds like 10 or 11 or 12 clips. Oh my god, they're all coming in like super hot as fuck. See the little fucking crawler guy try to jump right in front of me?
I see something. Hurry up and talk.
Why is that one fucking little asshole crawler left? There's always that asshole crawler left. Or a Korg that likes to grab you and turns you around like a dickhead. They're always fucking behind you, or they'll be right in front of you when you try to run away. This shit's crazy as fuck. Oh man.
Ammo here.
Some water. Let's go see what we can watch. I'm gonna watch something real quick. I love watching Manosphere and all them. I don't agree with everything they have to say. Like when it comes down to how women are, yes, I do agree with it. But like some of the things they do say are very, like the whole spiritual aspect. I think that it's some of the stuff they say with that is rather stupid. They're like, oh, zodiacs don't matter. I'm like,
What's your type? What's your type?
say that zodiacs.
You guys
don't
remember
matter.
Career Day last year. Elaine Hartzell came as a Hershey's taste tester. Well, I told Hershey about that, seeing the way that Hershey's have made the dream come true. It's just really been.
It is painful to lose someone that you care about that you thought would be in your life forever. Baby, they do not love you at the level in which you love them. No. They love you at the level in which you love you.
That doesn't even make sense, guys.
You know, it's like Friday, it's 7 a.m. I got...
How's that not make sense? That's like the first thing I had. So some girls say something that you love, the man that broke up with, you love him more than he loves you the way you love yourself. That's basically what he was saying. How's that not make sense? What the fuck are you talking about, Manosphere? I mean, I guess the concept of it is like, if that person loves you the same way that you love yourself, and you don't love yourself a lot, then more or less likely that person doesn't love you. But if you love that person more because you like that gratification of stating that his love is making me love myself more, you can't love yourself more through other means. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That's dumb. If you can't love yourself because you think that you need someone else to love you first, then how the fuck are you going to find someone to love you first when you don't love yourself? That means you don't know what love is. You don't understand the concept of love because you don't know what it means to be in love with yourself. People say, oh, that's just, pride and stuff. No, it's you love yourself. You are who you are. The biggest catch-22 that most people do, especially nowadays, they believe in all this crap. That's not even factually fucking true. And they walk around their whole entire life believing in this imaginary shit. And it's like when you walk into a classroom as a kid, you think everyone should love you and care for you because your parents care for you and love you. That's the same concept as dating. You're not going to walk into a restaurant and date someone and just think that they're automatically going to be obsessed with you. You have to build it up. It's a structural building thing. You can't just say, oh, I'm pretty because I got a lot of makeup on, my boobs are pushed up, my ass is hanging out, or whatever that it might be. And the guy's walking in like, oh, I'm jacked, I got big muscles and that, all I have to do is smile and she'll love me. That's not how love works. Love doesn't work just because you see someone. Simple attractions get you interested. The personality is what engages you to fall in love. You don't fall in love with looks. You can say, I love the way you look. And your feelings themselves, if you interact and say you feel like that spark, yes, there's a spark of love. It does happen. That means that's two mutual people that have the same vibe. They feel the same way in some ways, and they attract to each other. Because the opposites attract. We're not dealing with magnets, guys. and the same repel each other. No, that's not how it works. The opposite is just the gender. That's it. You're either masculine or you're feminine. If a woman's too masculine or a man's too feminine, that masculine woman's going to go for more of a feminine-based guy. Sometimes they go for masculine men. But they're still opposites because they're both different genders. So when they always, they always go by the Q codes of like, personalities have to be different. No, you want your personalities to be the same. You want to be the close to the same you can be. If I like watching anime and I like playing video games, I want someone that's going to watch anime and play video games. Even if she's massively fucking hot, super fucking good looking, the looks don't matter then. Not saying I don't want someone that's my version of ugly. Boy, what people always think, well, looks don't matter, then why don't you date girls that that look like crap? What I mean, looks don't matter with personality, dumbasses. That's literally what people actually think. When people say looks don't matter, it's the personality that matters, yes. But if someone has a dorky personality and they're really fucking good looking, people always think, if you're really good looking, you can't be dorky, you can't be this, you can't be that. Oh, they're faking, they're lying to you about how they... I know plenty of dorky girls that are very attractive looking, and guys, or even other women, will assume they're not good, that they're not dorky. Oh, you look like a dork? Well, there's no way, you're too good looking. Your looks have nothing to do with your personality. I look good. Yeah, okay, I kind of notice that I do. I get praised a lot for being attractive looking. Blah, 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 don't give a fuck. But my personality, completely different with the way I look. I should be dumb and yeah, bro, like most people are going to think. That's not how it works. Your personality has nothing to do with your looks. It's just really plain and simple. That's what blows my mind. When you see people try so hard, like we see guys, they lift weights all the time, and then you can just tell that they're one of those bro guys. Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, they're fucking morons. And they're like, and they can't even get a good conversation out of them. Would a woman want to date that guy for personality? Fuck no. She won't be with that guy probably because he just looks good. Maybe get a couple hours of fun time every week. That's not a real relationship. Relationships don't work like that. So when people always complain, bitch, and moan, I don't need to change. You get what you get based upon who you are. That's it. So say like I'm a positive, very heavy spiritual meditative person. I see it all the time. I see people that are really attractive looking and they are rather smart, but they're not on the level of smarts that I am, so I don't attract to them. I just can't. That doesn't feel the same. Now my case is a lot different than most people's cases. But when I was younger, Nat, I tracked everything. I looked at looks. I thought, good-looking women are princesses. They're perfect in every way. True reality is, they're just as flawed as anybody else. The looks didn't matter. And that's what makes it kind of crazy when you actually think about it. You think about your childhood, and you're like, oh, yeah, I was really attracted to this person. And I was just like, and now you see now they're either alcoholics or they're married to a piece of shit dude because they made a decision to marry the guy in that, or they, they're single moms or something's happened of that sort. Like, for example, my neighbor, she's about to break up with her boyfriend that. They're having some issues in that. I don't know the whole reasoning behind it, but all I know is that she's very spoiled. She's the only child in that, and her parents like to spoil her. She's close to my age. She's like, I think she just turned 30 in the last couple of months. I think her birthday in April or something like that. And like, she was with this guy for like 5 or 6 years. They got a house together. She did. Funny thing, and this is what makes it really funny. The parents, for all I know, is the name wasn't in her name. It was in her parents' name. Her parents gave half, and he gave half. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what? She's a fucking woman. She's a full-grown woman. You're saying that she never worked enough to get enough money to be able to have any amount of money to be able to put into something like that? And that is a huge sign right there of massive immaturity. She's very good looking. I mean, she's kind of pudgy now. She's a little chunky, I guess. I don't know how. At least I don't think she's really that fat, but she probably is, a little out of shape in that. When she was younger, man, she was fine as hell. She had big boobs and ass. She was very, she had kind of a dumb looking face on her and that, You look at somebody, you just be like, you look a little dumb. Not saying they are dumb, it's just like no expression face kind of thing. And it's really funny though, because this is, I had a crush on her a long time ago. We were always been 3.5 years apart. I would say 3 years and 4 days. Or 4 months, I mean. Same birthdays. No, we're 3 years and 2 months apart. Because my birthday's in February, hers is in April, or whatever. And I tried to date her in that. I went up to the parents. I knew the parents, and I know them since I was a little kid. And that I met her when I was very little. I was 8. I think she was 5. And I had a spark with her when I was younger. And nothing ever happened of it. I didn't know how to deal with women. I know how to talk to women. I was super fucking emotional. Basically, I was a pussy. I have to say it. I was a pussy. I still got my, coward ways in some ways. Still things I don't like to do. But an aversion of talking to people, 100% different. 1,000% different. Changed completely, the last 2 decades. It's a long ass time. But the way I think about her now than from before, I thought she was a princess all throughout my 20s and that, I was always like, oh man, I really want to be with her now, she's hot, she's got big boobs and that, and her personality was shite. And nowadays I look at her and was like, you're not even on my level, you're nothing of who I want, I have to teach you all the ways of how I am, and most likely you're probably not going to agree with it because you don't know anything. So looks and personality will never go hand in hand. Because they don't. Looks are just the genetic makeup of your body. That's what I always tell people. When you start talking to me, you'll start to understand how I am. And the biggest thing is, it's going to change the way you think about life because I'm nowhere like the normal ratio human being because I just can't be anymore. I despise so much bullshit that people have been doing for the last, couple hundred years and that. And some of the stuff they do is just ridiculous. Time's almost 6. That motherfucker just duck. Really? That was really fun. Yeah, this is how all these aspects of life always seem to come down to. People believe in, people that go to college all damn day and they read these books about how this stuff works. Real life is where you get the knowledge from. Walk around asking questions, and that is a way better source of knowledge than sit there and read a book from someone that probably never existed in the first place. There's a good amount of people never really existed in the first place. I'm not even joking either. There's so much in history that's just been bullshit. Actually, I'm putting him up here, and I'll guide. You should be getting in there. Yeah, this is how life actually does work. I know it's not entertaining. I get it. Can't always make fun of people for my work. Don't make fun of the crack out of working that. I find it really funny. She gave me $1 on Monday. For Sunday. She's like, I didn't make that much money today, like, 'cause it's Monday. You at least give me $1. You gotta give me something. Yeah, I need to start doing that. As soon as I start busting tables, for every table I bust, you gotta give me $1. I'll stop that shit real quick, because I won't bust your tables if you don't give me $1. For everyone that busts, whatever tables I bust, I want $1.
Your achievement means nothing. Buy what you can.
I do like the minigun though. I want to change it up. Yeah, I'll go with this guy. I like the Tommy gun quite a bit actually. Actually, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more talking than that. It's almost 6 o'clock tonight. Give me that brain fog shit a little bit. Gotta get hydrated. Hydration's your best friend. It's the only problem with taking anything that gives you a lot of focus energy. You forget to get hydrated because you're so focused on a task at hand and your body, you know. That's the only problem with me I've noticed. Like if I do a pre-workout on that, I gotta make sure I gotta have a good amount of water with me and I gotta make sure I'm drinking it too because sometimes I'll get like really like lightheaded. My brain will get fogged up a little bit. Because I gotta take some probiotic stuff in that. Yeah, I got paid today. Woo! I made my money. I made my $4.50. Man, I'm making money. I'm rich, bitch. Hey, man. I'm rich, bitch. There it is. I'm a rich bitch. Bow, 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 bow.
My heart broken, like ripped out. But you know what? I think I can dance cumbia a little bit. I said it like a white person, not cumbia.
That's without crying, guys. That's a first for me.
Why are you online doing that shit?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm just going to tell everyone you were psycho. Cause AC.
But if you have, if you're actually so bad that you don't think all your girls to actually feel that, then they're okay.
What?
You call me a man-eater?
Here are 3 unconventional groups that bet you've never seen before. The continuous airway damage group. This is a faster representation of this group. All heroes that falls under this group can do.
You call me a man-eater, but I'm just saying never have I ever seen a couple break up and like dang it, she is worked up without it being so much. Like, oh, man!
Shelby! Where is the love? I can't see it, I can't touch it, can't feel it. I can hear it, I can hear the words.
like, it's not a person necessarily, but like.
How old are you? Gee.
So much. Like,
These women are my age. What the fuck? Are you serious?
lots of war.
Now you're just making TikTok videos.
Number one, if you get in a relationship with someone, don't ever think it's going to be the life that you think it's going to be. That's not how relationships work. Get your brain checked. Get a reality check. This ain't a Disney movie, guys. Literally what people think, it's a Disney movie. People keep saying, you know, these women want to say that, you know, women are always the prize. Yeah, you're supposed to be a prize, but you're not. You're supposed to be a prize, but you're not. Well, then if you think that you're a prize, then you're probably not a prize. Just balls off. That's what makes it really funny. When people think that stuff. I'm a prize. Why are you a prize? What does that even mean? You look at me? Like, there was this one video I was watching, Susu. She's a really, actually, I ain't gonna lie, she's a very attractive looking woman. She's extremely hot. And, she had this one video of her and her friend were looking at this meme. It was a meme of a guy texting, and the guy was saying, "What do you bring to the table?" And it was a chick with huge titties. She put her boobs on the table. She had big, thick butt and legs and that. And that's all she showed. And people, this is what the problem is with most men. If men don't see that as a problem to run away, what do you gotta get out of that? A couple good times with them, maybe you'll bang her a couple times, you'll feel good, and then after that you gotta deal with all the complications of it. This is why I act the way I act towards, you know, certain people. Not everyone's like this, no. There's been a lot of fucking amazing women out there that I just love. I love to be around, I love to see, I love to talk to. They're just really fun, interesting people. Now people say, you know, make women say, I don't want to be a man hater. You don't hate. You just dislike. That's the problem with the world today. It wants to say, I hate. And when I get a woman that says, you know, I despise all men. No, you despise the men that you like. You're despising what you like. Same thing with the man. When I hear men say, I hate all women, I'll be like, from a man to a woman, a little bit different. So when a woman says it, it's a little bit of a difference than when a man says it. When a man says it, normally the men are very fucking destructive. Oh, I hate all women. All women are whores and sluts and that. Not necessarily, dude. That's a complete farce. I don't like when men say that. That shit drives me absolutely crazy. I'm like, that's just pure ignorance because that's how it is. See, there's a difference between what women say and what men say. No.
There are no things permitted in the marked area, not even my clothes.
fucking flesh pounds are there, dude?
Clean up, Renfred will see they are properly recycled.
I just like the choices people make. Accountability is one of the things that people never like to do. Now, why is that? It's hard to do accountability. Because you in your mind think like a child still. You still believe that you never do nothing wrong because you're afraid of doing something wrong. Like, I learned a lot in the last year or so.
It makes my job much easier.
You know, I know not to deal with women that... I just don't deal with women the same way. I don't fall in love that easily. I don't care. And I'm noticing that there's been more attraction with me. I've been noticing a lot more girls been attracted to me now. Because I don't care. I don't give in to the bullshit. You know, when I see guys, you know, get really emotional with women and that, they say, I'm trying to act like a gentleman. Being a gentleman nowadays, you know, it's rather difficult to do. Because not all women look at guys as being the gentleman type. Wow, why is there fucking flesh pounds, dude? What the fuck, dude? I ran off fucking ammo. It's crazy. Let him shoot him up a little bit. There we go.
Just found ammo.
Yeah, it's just weird how you can change overnight. You know, people say, that's why I always say looks don't really matter too much, honestly. Like, up front they do, but even a good-looking guy can look ugly if his attitude's shite. If he's just like, oh, you're just so cute. You're one of those, you know, guys, whatever. I heard this plenty of times with myself. I don't know how many times you get, you know, like, really attractive-looking women. I mean, like, women that most guys probably would never fucking get. At least to notice them. And of course, not every attractive-looking woman goes after me. I mean, I try to talk to some good-looking girls and that, and they're all money-based, so they don't care about your looks. So the perfect identity of most people is just, like, outrageous.
Last chance for guns and ammo, please.
There's just some things people just want too much of.
Just secure the perimeter and keep all the Zeds out, if you can.
Like, nowadays, I've been hearing the same thing about, like, you know, Yeah, the woman is the household keeper of making money in that. Fuck off, dude. Holy crap, man. He blocked it. Switch.
That Skank you killed had a limp. The other Zed called him Limpy. His death is a blessing to us all.
I love that one. That one Zed had a limp. The other Zed's called Limpy. That death is a blessing to us all. That's funny. Call him Limpy. I want to be better. Would this be better? When the fire rate is... Yeah, I never like the fire rate on this.
Nice.
What time is it? 6:03. Okay, the sun's just rising right now. We're going across the sky right now.
The anticipation is mounting. Just 10 more seconds until the real experiment begins.
I'd rather like a little 25 with this guy so I can get him prestige again, if I can. Okay, I'm still with that, but I think it's rewarded a little bit. Oh! But yeah, I've been using these deep cleansing pads. These things are amazing. No, I'm not no advertiser for these people. I wish I could have health advertisements on my channel, but unfortunately my channel ain't big enough to do shit. New moves are really good. I've noticed a huge difference. You know, the only negative part about these is the sticky part. When it sticks to your skin long enough, it feels really weird. So if you want to, you have to really wash your feet, dry it off really good, and then put these on. As they put them on before you go to bed, well, I say, you know, if you have socks on, or if you have like a little, like, nice little, like, comfortable shoes with socks, you can wear them throughout the day if you choose to, like after work. After you go take a shower, you can put them on, make sure they're really on there really good. Put a sock on there, make sure it doesn't stick to it. I would use ankle socks, because ankle socks be a little bit better to get on. Easier. And get like a good like fuzzy shoe, which is like a house shoe that you can put on that gets a lot of airflow. And you just leave it on. And you just walk around with them that, you know. And they work. They get really black in that. If you leave them on for a whole 8 hours in that, if you actually are pushing on them, the biggest problem is to try to get it pushed up. That's why I'd rather have a shoe on, because then you're constantly putting pressure up against the foot. See, my feet are not flat. I got a little bit of an oval foot. I got an athletic foot. I got a little like, you know, U in my foot. So with me, it's a little more difficult. Like if you're more flat-footed, it works really well. But unfortunately, I'm not flat-footed. I got more athletic feet. I got running feet, basically. And all the say is, you know, you can leave them on. You know, they say leave them on for a full 8 hours. I'm going to say before you go to bed and that. I suggest you do it, you know. I mean, I would start doing it at least before you go to bed. Like, get it on for a couple hours or so. Like, or if you're just like, you know, sitting around watching TV and that. You just have to notice it works because the pad stuff gets moist.
So basically, what it is, when you get that, it's like a little like shake pad. It's basically ingredients a little shake pad, and the tape itself is very close in. It warms up your foot. You're supposed to make your feet sweat, and you sweat a little bit. And what happens is when your foot sweats, there's the reason why your feet stink when you take off your shoes and that. Well, your feet are sweating all that toxin out. That's why your feet fucking reek and they get really wet. It's because your feet sweat a lot. That's why when you wear socks, that's really weird. Your feet get really sweaty sometimes. That's why it's good to do detoxinized baths where you get like really good relaxing incense, and I get like a night. I can't say too hot of bath water, but hot enough to where it feels a little good on you. And you throw like lavender scents in there, and you mix your bath up as like a concoction. You make like a soup out of your bath basically with certain incense and relaxing soaps and stuff and that. More or less incense, like oils and that. And, honestly, this stuff works really well. You can detoxize yourself a lot. Detoxination is the biggest reason why a lot of people have problems at older ages, like my age, and that, in their 30s and 40s and that, like sweating is a huge source of detoxination. When people don't sweat enough, you actually are, that's why you have pores for. Your pores are meant to detoxinize you through your sweat. And that's why it's really important to, keep up on your probiotics, your fibers and stuff like that, because it actually helps you detoxinize yourself. And fasting does too. Fasting is a huge promotion of detoxinizing. That's why on the Sabbath, Sunday, you're supposed to fast all day. You're not supposed to eat. The reason why is that, because normally you're not supposed to work. Sundays you're not supposed to work. Like if I claim that I'm religion, say I can't work Sunday because I'm religious. I am religious, but I'm not that religious. I'm not part of the whole like mumble jumble church crap. The scripture is what I read, is how I read it. I don't want to have someone preach to me because they normally preach things in different ways, and I don't give a fuck. I should fast all day on Sunday. The only thing that sucks about fasting is it's when you wake up in the morning. That's when fasting actually starts. Because you fast all night long. That's why it's good to eat. If you really want to lose weight, eat at 6 o'clock. Go to bed at 10 or 12. Don't eat at all. And you'll be already in fasting mode. But see, when you're laying down, you're not going to lose muscle mass or anything because the energy is very, very low. See, when you're up and you're moving around that, your energy levels are at a certain thing. But the rate of your energy consumes the most energy. It's kind of confusing why I say it like that. What consumes the most energy is your body itself. Your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, everything that functions is going to absorb an enormous amount of energy more than, say, doing cardio and that and running. If you ran for an hour, you might burn off like maybe 400 calories. Maybe. If you ran really fucking hard, you're fucking exhausted, you're like sleeping and shit. Because 400 calorie burn is a lot of fucking calories. Because you gotta ask somebody to say, like, okay, if I ate 2,500 calories in a day, in a whole entire day, so what's my peak of my calories? Probably midday. Probably breakfast, maybe, I would say after breakfast, you eat a big breakfast, and that, say going into lunch, you probably have, your stamina is probably at like mid-range. The funny thing is, the secret of losing weight is lots of different things. Fasting, dieting, exercising. Now, the variation of exercise. You could do cardio. If you just did cardio and you enjoy it, and you like watching TV, you're riding on your bike and that, and you like to like all of a sudden get like an energy burst, you're like, oh, go crazy and that. Yeah, you're going to stay skinny. The problem is when you're fat trying to become skinny. That's the problem. This is the problem with everybody nowadays. Fat trying to become skinny. Because you're already fat. and the problem with that is that you're trying to get back down to where you used to be when you were like 18 or 20 years old. Well, how'd you get up there in the first place? A lot has to do with stress and emotions.
So this is why fat loss is always a problem, because if your mind cannot be able to adapt to the emotional stress of your reality, then you're never going to lose weight and keep it off. They just say people lose weight, they get really happy. Yeah, but the problem is, to get to the happiness before you lose weight, and then you're structurally thinking like, okay, losing weight's going to make me happier, but I'm still happy because of who I am in that. It all helps. Everything helps. This is why mentally and physically and spiritually strong, the three biggest things that humans should be. Mentally, physically, spiritually strong. And people say, well, what do you mean by spiritually? I understand mentally. Well, the thing is, spiritually is like what you look at life. It's your own beliefs. It's how you structure your life based upon what you like to do. So spiritually, you're spiritually engaging with everything. You are who you are. So you want to love that. But being mentally strong and physically strong can always be a better attribute to who you are. This is why I would say a lot of people always seem to have problems with life. Well, as they get older, and say when they're younger, they go through an enormous amount of torment. But as they get older, they know what the torment is. You have to go through a torment. That's what discipline is. So I went through a lot of emotional torment when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I actually understand what life is. I completely get it. I get that you have to make money. I get that you have to be, mentally, physically, and spiritually strong. I get all that stuff now. So I build myself up to become stronger. And then most people that become my age and they're like have a decent life when they're younger now, they get praised a lot or they just don't get a lot of like emotional harm to them. Normally go through a midlife crisis around my age, from 30, 35 to 40, and they're like, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do. But I see people at younger ages don't know what to do, and I try to tell them, like, hey, just love yourself. Be happy with the things you like to do, but build on your happiness. Build on yourself. It's like Legos. You can't build a Lego wall unless you build a certain amount of height. You can't just put one Lego piece down and act like it's a wall. No, you gotta keep building it up until you build the castle. This is how this stuff works. This is how reality works. It's a build-up. People say at my age, you're done for being 33 and that you can't do nothing with your life in that. And I say, well, see, your structure of life is based upon flawed bullshit. That's why you say that, because you just want to make money off of bullshit. This is what all this YouTube and social media, all this stuff is. You want to make money off of giving bullshit out, bullshit information out, and people are like, oh yeah, younger people are going to look at that. It's like, well, I'm not 30 yet, so evidently I still have time. A certain age, I guess it matters, but like, yeah, you have to work for at least 20 years in something to be able to have enough money to be able to do anything. At least 20. That's the minimum. So if I start now, be like, when I'm 53, then, if I'm smart enough with my money and that, I should have enough money to be able to have a good, successful life and do what I want to do best. Research it. My energy's really peaking. The caffeine's kicking in, and I really need to take a shit. This is where my peak is. I'm getting a really big head eye from. Yeah, I probably should have done that. I think I might have shat myself. Man, my legs still fucking hurt, dude. Oh, that was a big-ass fart. Holy cow. I don't want to ruin my pants. Yeah, I did a lot of leg exercises last week. I did some stuff this week, man. My legs are fucking killing me. Oh, that was a big wet-ass fart. Damn. Yeah, blow it out. Air dry. It gets a little hot in my room. Now I need to go out and get my dad got a little blower. It's a really good blower. It actually sucks in a lot of air. I think it has a filter on it too, which most of them do. I have an ionized filter where it sucks in dust and then it sticks to the metal and that. I need to get that in my room. I do have a fan in my room. My fan does collect a little bit of the dust and that. The most problem with the fan is it's loud as fuck and it doesn't put out enough air to circulate my air enough to get it cool. Because all my electronics are all right in one way. They're all right here, right in front of me. They're all like right in this area. So all this heat builds up super heavy, and what happens is since my fan's blowing towards my bed, so my fan's all right over here. It's right by my TV. It's blowing this way, so it sucks up all the heat of all this area. It sucks it all in and blows it all out. So technically, it's not really getting any cooler. It is because it's just circulating more, but like, that's basically why I have it like that. So I can suck the heat out of the room, and I just blow it into my fucking bed. I guess. Anyway. That shit's crazy. Oh, I think my legs are growing, man. Them fuckers have been hurting. I've been doing a lot more legs than I normally do. Do them at home, do my deadlifts at home, and that. I'll tell you what, my deadlifts are amazing. You don't need a lot of weight. You do not need a lot of weight at all. The best thing to do is start off with decent lightweight and try to see how many you can do. I say that with everyone. Like, I was trying to train these kids and that. They're trying to do chest and shit. Oh, fuck me, man, the sneezes are heavy. And, like, they weren't doing them right. I say, if you guys want to do chest exercise, I suggest you just do push-ups. So make sure you stick your chest out and your shoulders are back. And you try to, like, get that chest to push. Because I see a lot of guys don't have big chest muscles. Like, they don't hit chest really well. Like, they always seem to hit shoulder. And when I actually see a guy actually knows what he's doing. There was one guy who came to the gym. I went up there, I think it was Wednesday. Dude looked like he knew what he was doing. He had lats, he had pecs, he was very toned in that. He had a lot of meat on him. And you can tell about how the way he worked out that he actually, like, got into that. And, like, he's been doing it for a while now. And, like with me and that, like, I don't give a shit about my diet. As in, I don't care about what I eat as long as I don't eat too much sugar and fats. I don't eat a lot of pastries and that. If I do eat something that, I'll eat it at a time that I need it. So, like, at work and that, or after workout, I don't like to eat a lot after workout because I'm normally tired as fuck to begin with. So before and after I have to eat. So a lot of times I'll do probiotics. I got some aminos in that. But the biggest thing I haven't had in a while is a good amount of creatine. Creatine helps out greatly. The problem is with creatine, side effects of creatine is, when you don't drink enough water, it definitely messes with you. So make sure you drink a lot of water. So, your intake of water has to be, I say another like 20 or say another 40 ounces more in that whole entire day. Depending on how much you drink. If you'll say like 64 fluid ounces is enough, which is 2 32-ounce, bottles, which is pretty much what most of these are. I think it's a liter. You're supposed to drink 2 liters a day. I say close to a gallon. Close to a gallon a day. Be right back. I forgot to look at the stars yesterday. Got some really good binoculars. I think they're like a 3 times binoculars. Oh, man. Oh, man. Me, baby, meow. This guy's commenting a lot on my stuff. I don't know what he's saying. He's speaking a different language. Like that. Cool. Yes. The more you comment, just say something random. If it's just like, you know, like, how's your day or something like that. To be able to build up a channel on that, you got to have great support from certain people.
That means no Zenzin.
Boom. Okay, I fucking hate boom.
Something's close.
Okay, I actually can't run backwards. Senju does such a good job.
I will make sure the next bear is not Chavez. Seen my money coming? Way back.
Yeah, man, you got us in the fast one. Him in the legs! Dude. Flashpoint's got monstrous arms. Like, their arms are like as big as their fucking torso. It's fucking ridiculous how muscle they have. It's crazy. Yeah, I got a like. I like your legs. Cool.
Friend, prepare the body bags. They're not fixing their armor.
Like a minigun.
10 seconds, ladies. 10 seconds.
Okay, a little more time for that to go.
By my calculations, this doesn't look very good for you.
Oh, I broke my reload! What a bitch. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that minigun fucks people up. That's how much ammo it has. That's fucking crazy. This shit does kill bosses pretty quick. I like it. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some longer streams than that into the morning time, I guess, if I wake up early enough. I need to start streaming when I get home. That's the thing is, sometimes I'm just so tired. Like Fridays, maybe. I think Fridays would be a good time to stream, and Saturdays, and then Sundays ain't too bad. My Mondays are not gonna be ridiculous. I really need to have Saturday and Sunday off.
Wave 21.
Yeah. Oh, shoot that bitch. Yeah, he always aims with the head too. So there's a chance he'll pop heads, which is nice. Yeah, minigun's pretty good with the Sentry. A Sentinel.
Not right.
Everything's popping. My creatine also popping now.
Using violence to solve your problem.
I know people are supposed to take this stuff before they work out. I rather take it a little bit before I go to work. I have to make sure. I don't know. My biggest thing is eating. I always have issues with eating. Yeah, because ever since I started doing a little bit of fasting and that, like, I've been fasting too much sometimes, and, like, I'll be really fucking hungry. And, like, that's always been, like, the biggest problem with a lot of people, I would say. That would be, that's the biggest problem with weight loss is that people don't understand is that if you just exercise hard enough for your body to be able to notice like a huge difference in energy output. Like, I like to work out every day, for the most part. I try to at least work out every day. If it's light weights or heavy weights, Doing any amount of lifting is going to be supportive. Even as I use my 15 pounds. Do some shoulder shrugs. Or do some rear delts. I should do lighter weight than this. Yeah, I'm going to do 10 pounds. 10 pounds looks good. Sounds good. See, when you do lightweight exercises, you're not going to strain the muscle as fast, and more or less likely you won't be able to harm it as much because like the energy output of it is very low. That means that you can tighten up the muscles a little bit more and really work on that good meaty part of the muscle easier. So I worked on the meaty part right back here a little more because I'm only doing 10 pounds. All I have to say about weightlifting, just like emotions, it's a build-up. Everything in life is a build-up. You know, you can't. You can't build up a good, healthy body unless you know your limits. So say like that 10 pounds, I did probably, I don't know, about 20. And I really focus on the squeeze. That muscle back there, I can feel it. I can feel that little muscle back there reacting to that weight. So now my body is starting to attach more neurological wiring to that because it knows that I'm using it more. So now it's going to build more. And when it builds more, it's going to pull my back more. That's what I like about exercise with light weights. I like when people exercise with heavy ass weights all the time. Like, oh, heavyweight this, and you look at their bodies and they don't look like they're formed all the way. So when I look at some guys at the gym and that, like big guys and that, they never work out super fucking heavy. Like if they're doing heavy weight day, they'll do like maybe 4 or 5 reps of something really fucking heavy. But most of the times they're doing pretty light. I'm not even joking. Like there's just one guy in the gym. He's a big dude. He's huge. I don't know if he's taking gear or something. He's just a really big dude. He's got a lot of muscle on him. He probably does take some type of, probably just testosterone or something like that. Some TRT shit. And like, it's like ridiculous to see how he lifts. You know, he'll go moderately heavy and then he'll do a whole bunch of lightweight exercises. Because the real truth about muscles is if you can use them or not. And I have to say, a lot of guys really actually don't use the muscles that they're trying to use because they're going too heavy and they're not focusing on that muscle group. Oh man, that shit burns. Yep. What am we doing? Try to work on this meaty part back here. You look at most guys' shoulders. Especially myself, most guys' shoulders, you know, they're always very meaty up front. So like, that's really what I see that like. They got big old meaty front, middle, and then the back right here. So my triceps overcompensate that so much because I got pretty large triceps. So it's really hard to tell. I feel like. So I got like barely nothing back here. The tricep is right here. Yeah. Spider. Bye bye. Yeah, sometimes I get the little baby spiders in here. They're like, I think they're like brown spiders or something like that. It's summertime. So let's go work out with lightweight. Like bodyweight exercises are probably the best way to start off for certain things. Like for chest and that, doing push-ups, you'll develop a big chest doing push-ups. Because honestly, the more weight you have on you from building muscle, the heavier you get in general. So, I mean, most people are not going to look like Jay Cutler and all those people, and that. Not even fucking close. There's no way. Most people never get like that in their whole entire life. So don't bet on that you're going to look like that. That is ridiculous. Just like that one bodybuilder guy that just fucking died, whatever his name is. 30 years old. Took so much fucking crap in his youth. And just because you have muscles doesn't mean that you're healthy. Being healthy is all the way around. So I like when people, say, oh, you're in good shape and that. That doesn't mean that they're healthy. Not even close. Like, listen to some people say, yeah, I get a lot of energy from eating like shit because I'm healthy. I'm like, you get a lot of energy because you don't eat a lot of food. So when you do eat any type of food like sugar and that, more or less likely you're going to get energy from it. I'm going to do one more time there. Got a little time left. But yeah, I always do lightweight exercises, man. We'll figure out, if you want to figure out good exercises, push and pull deadlifts. Them are the three. I mean, you could do squats too, but normally deadlifts kind of do your legs anyway. Do all your legs anyway. Then three type of exercises will do the best. So you do a push and pull. So any type of back exercise, I suggest do machine back or anything that's a little more stable, has a bar on it, so you can keep it stable. I mean, obviously doing any type of back pulls when you're pulling like machines with wires like this, that does really good. You gotta make sure your chest is out like this. You gotta have your chest out so you actually can get that back to engage. Because normally people have sunken chests or try to do like this. But you gotta have your chest out. Be a man, stick your fucking chest out, have your nipples poke out. I don't know how many times people want to do the sunken chest thing because they think being a coward is good. That's fucking stupid as fuck. I don't know how many times I stick my chest on that and guys are like, you're trying to act like you're tough. No, I said that's how you're supposed to walk, moron. Because your back doesn't straighten out. It means that you're using too much front shoulder. You use too much front shoulder. You walk funny. Your back is funny. Your back curves and shit. Ooh, that was a good burn. So I'm kind of standing up. Oh, I'm not sitting back down. Good burn. And it's just simple things. And don't focus on biceps and lots of like shoulders. Focus on shoulders more. You can do biceps and that. Make sure you do your biceps. Make sure you're doing them by themselves. Because a lot of shoulder exercises are going to use a lot of forearms, and you're going to use a little bit of biceps and that with that. So if you do push and pull on that, And normally he's going to give you all what you need. You know, you do triceps, you go like this. You do biceps, you pull back like this. It's going to give you everything you need. I'm probably going to... Yeah, that's why I don't look at people that do a lot of heavy weights and that. I say if you want endurance, strength, do more reps. Get used to a weight, you know. See, like I only do 40-pound deadlifts, but I do them in a constant motion. And I'll tell you what, it gets the glutes activated. I feel a good burn in my glutes. A little bit of my hamstrings, not mostly my glutes. That's a good sign. That means you're doing it right. I'd rather use time over attention a little bit more than just enormous amount of fucking weight. I understand adding more weight does do time over attention, but like I like to do the friction method. I like to keep on putting more reps. I don't go, oh, you can only do so many reps in that. Endurance wise, you don't need to have a gigantic body to have endurance. My body's not that fucking big. I move fast pretty damn quick. I'm not fucking jacked. Some people want to get jacked and want to get big ass muscles and shit, but it's like, what do you use the muscles for? Probably nothing. I mean, that's serious. Probably nothing. Like I said, the way my job is, I gotta have rather good stamina to be a good dishwasher, especially how busy it gets. If people don't understand how busy it gets at Denny's in the morning time, you know, like, people will sit there and be like, your job's not that hard. I know, being a construction worker is, you know, is harder. They always say that shit. Well, being a construction worker is harder, but the thing is you're getting paid for how hard it is, but it's not always hard. Like, you can have an easy time where you're just barely doing the bare minimum. You gotta act like you're busy so you can keep on getting paid. Come on, boo-boos. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come move. Big turds. You guys are silly. Talk about that. Shorts. Finally washed my fucking damn clothes. It took me a little bit. I get really fucking lazy. I know I'm like wearing like my shorts I like to wear for all 4 days. So not only they really don't get that dirty, I just kind of fluff them out. They get a little wet in that. So I don't like doing enormous amount of laundry. Because honestly, I really don't care. Like my shirts, yeah, I need to start doing my shirts a little bit more. This shirt still smells good. Okay. Shirt out. I like the orange one. It's got fucking a bunch of stains on it. I gotta see how the schedule's gonna be today. I'm thinking maybe the schedule, hopefully, if it's not gonna be a Monday double, and next week's gonna be a Monday double, I'll be okay with that. I just don't know who our GM's going to be. That's going to be kind of one of the problems. Because if our GM's going to be laid back and cool, I mean, he's going to follow the rules and that, but I'm probably going to tell him up front. It's like, I always say it like this. You know, I listen to some people, and that some people are pretty cool. But some people be like, I don't care if you eat one meal a day. You shouldn't have to pay to eat at work when you work at a food restaurant. Well, yeah, you shouldn't have to, because to me it's just it's a benefit of working there. I think a benefit of working here is to make money. No, that's just a law saying you have to pay us, because this ain't slavery times. You have to pay us. You can't just not pay us. I And like they're complaining about the wages being at 14, 15 bucks an hour. And they're just like, well, the wages are too high. And it's like, what do you mean the wages are too high? I'm like, you guys have minimum wage has barely been going up ever since the fucking early 2000s. Like when I was younger, back in 2001, we were only getting paid like $6.50. Like to get a $15 an hour job. You know what's so funny is because 2001 or in the early 2000s, gas prices were fucking the same that they almost are now. Food prices were the same as they are now. And people will say, well, the wages, the inflation's going up. Nothing's changed. It's just, everything's gone up. People don't see it like that because they don't know. Yeah, back in, after 9/11 and that, when we went to do the Iraq bullshit, our oil prices went through the fucking roof. They hit $2, they hit over $1 in that, I was saying, after Bill Clinton got in, they were like $1.01, $1.10, and people were like freaking out about it being $1. Because it's always been like 89 cents. They boost up the price of gas to just make more money. That's all it is. Now, like I said, they did it on purpose. Well, they probably did. That just means that that our money, what our money's scaled off of, has changed. It's not scaled off the gold anymore. It's not scaled off of precious metals and shit like silver and gold and that. It's scaled off of fucking another resource, which is oil. That's why prices went up so high. Like gas is ridiculous. Gas is at $3.40 right now. $3.40. And now diesel was at four like 80 something, and now diesel's almost the same price as gas. That's really funny how they keep changing shit. And it's the truth. They keep changing shit. They're like, people don't understand why they're doing that. They're doing that because it's we need fuel for everything. Woo! Feel that milk phlegm. The reason why I don't like drinking milk. But yeah, that's just why gas prices shot up. Like once when diesel goes down, I bet you inflation's gotta go down. Our debt doesn't mean shit. Our debt is literally just, it's just a number. How much people pay in just taxes every single day, just buying food or, you know, buying gas or whatever, or buying cigarettes and that, it's through the roof. They make probably over hundreds of billions of dollars a fucking week, if not a month. Don't give in to the bullshit these fucking people like to state. It's more or less likely they're lying, and normally they do like to lie. They lie a lot, especially about really stupid shit. Because they do. How I notice it? Watch the gas prices. As soon as the turn of the year, when the presidential election comes up, then gas prices are going to drop massively fucking low. And people are like, oh man, something changed. Nothing's changed. They're just telling you how dumb you are. That's all they are. They're just telling you they can just flip the fucking switch and change everything. There's an abundance of oil. They're telling you that there's an oil shortage. They're fucking full of shit. There's unlimited oil. This is why I say, do research on how oil is worked. Why do you have the same rigs in the same exact spot for the last 50, 60 years? Why? Because they keep getting the same damn oil from the same damn spot. They're telling you up front that there's unlimited oil. but we don't see it. That's why they can fluctuate the fucking prices whenever they want to, because there is no shortage. They say there's a shortage in reserves. There's no shortage in reserve. The reserve keeps filling back up. They're full of shit. It's all a way of just trying to confuse you. That's all it is. But yeah, I'm going to get back on once I get home. I don't think today's going to be too bad. I hopefully get all my hours in today. No fucking dust everywhere. Look at it. It's on my fucking face. That was a good workout though. Sorry. Main thing is try to get that back stronger. Back and chest and abs. I've been doing a little more ab exercises. Yeah, I forgot. Crunches are really good. Do a lot of fucking crunches. Do a lot of really good leg raisers. Because it helps out your butt too. Shit all works. Okay, I'll see you guys later.